Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Fireside Chat with Waytat. Um, I am I am your host, William. Sorry, I forgot the intro a little bit. It's been a little bit since I recorded one of these, and also I'm very tired. Uh, so welcome to episode 8. Um, and thank you for joining me. If this is your first time here, welcome. This is basically a show where instead of doing a normal Waytat episode, I just kind of sit down and relax for about half an hour, just talking the microphone about a random topic that gets decided on a wheel. If you have any topics to suggest, firstly, look at previous episodes to make sure that hasn't been suggested already, and then go ahead and leave a comment down below for which for a topic that is the wheel. And speaking of the wheel, I'm going to give that a spin to decide our topic for this week. Um, let's see. What do you watch or what shows do you listen to? Um, so I have a lot of like podcast subscriptions right now. A lot of what I watch uh are YouTube videos. And I listen to a lot of podcasts. Uh, let's see. So as far as podcasts go, lately I've been listening to a whole lot of the Dungeon Cast. I listen to Adeptus Ridiculous. Um, then I've also been listening to a lot of Distractable. Let's see. Oh, and Creepcast from Wendigoon and Doctor Meat, Papa Meat. Um, let's see. I'm trying to think right now because there's a lot of podcasts that I listen to off and on as well. Like Go My Favorite Sports Team. I also have subscriptions to like Scared to Death and Time Suck, and Small Town Murder and Crime and Sports. I have not listened to those in a while. It's kind of one of those things where those shows are so long, it's hard to like sit down and listen to like just all the way. Um, but yeah, those are like the kind of podcasts I listen to. Um, as far as like actual shows go or like YouTube videos go, my YouTube videos kind of change like flavor over time. I watch a lot of Markiplier, especially lately. I also again watch Wendigoon, Papa Meat. Um, Recently I've gotten back into watching Doug Doug. Uh, just like stuff like that. Um, see, I also watch uh like how to cook that. Um, Schologrim. Um, just have a wide variety of things that I watch. More specifically for like other kind of shows. I know it's something that I've talked about before, but I watch. If you didn't know, I watch anime. um, I mean, Not like you'd be able to tell from the fact that I dropped a uh an anime tropes episode. Um, yeah, right now I am working on Zom 100. Um, let's see what else is in my list. Um, yeah, I'm working on Zom 100 right now, and then I'm also gonna be watching like the Future Diary soon, and Goblin Slayer, Kill la Kill, like stuff like that. Um, I do also have a membership to Dropout. So I watch a lot of Dimension 20. I also really like Dirty Laundry and Game Changer. Um, but yeah, I don't actually usually watch a lot of like actual TV shows. Um, Something that you may or may not find annoying depending on the exact kind of person you are. I find a lot of network TV to suck, like really bad. I've tried with a lot of those shows, and like I can only really get into shows I grew up with, like Atla or Teen Titans, or if it's like the rare, really good show, like Breaking Bad. But like, man, for the most part, I can't get into network stuff, especially modern network stuff, uh, because it really with a lot of that, it feels like that jumps the shark almost immediately, um, which I don't know, like it for some shows. I'll give an example. So like Supernatural, I really liked for a little bit, uh, and then it felt like that they just kind of started jumping the shark. Not like once a season, but multiple times a season. Um, my opinion actually happened like after the second or third season. They just started being like, well, I mean, we're just gonna start jumping the shark now. Uh, and ever since then, I was like, all right, well, I'm not super into this. Or let's see, uh, oh, like all the CW superhero like DC shows. I can't get into those because it's kind of the same thing of like, oh, just gonna jump the shark again. Um, and also I've gotten tired of like game shows and like competitive shows because it all feels like the same thing over and over again. I've never really been a big fan of like watching sports. Um, so like all that kind of stuff, I don't really engage with. Um, but I do, usually like stuff from like actual content creators. Something that I have had a feeling I'm going to get back into a bit is actually watching like battle reports on like miniature war games. I don't know if I'm going to get back into mini wargaming because I used to watch them a whole lot. I still do love their channel. I'm just too ADHD to focus on one of their videos for too long. Um, yeah, and then I also enjoy like watching like some video essays and stuff. I actually um just today with my girlfriend, I watched a video essay on beige moms, which holy shit, I did not know that that was a thing. Like for those kinds of videos, I usually watch like Nick is Not Green or Chad, or I mean like Critical. Um, who else do I watch? Who does video essays? Come on, Brian, don't fail me now. Um, like Curtis Connor, Danny Gonzalez. Just like people like that. I watch for like their video essays. Um, I do also watch. I mean, I used to. I've kind of gotten out of Total Warhammer 3 because it's unfortunately turned into a fucking mess, which really sucks because I was super excited about it when it first came out, and I was really happy and excited to see what was going on, what was going to happen with that. Um, and but I used to watch like Italian Spartacus and stuff like for like Warhammer Fantasy lore, and like talking about the games, um, which was a lot of fun. I miss watching those. Um, But yeah, no, my kind of like taste in content is really eclectic. Basically just like a lot of nerd stuff, which I know it's pretty fucking obvious, but like really ranges from like politics to silly shit to like actual like thought provoking, interesting nerd stuff. Um, Sometimes like the same couple channels will do all of those. Um, I also used to watch Game Grumps. I haven't. I've kind of fallen out of watching them a couple years ago. It's not like anything against them. I kind of go with cycles with them. Um, but yeah, this most recent time it was just like, I mean, they're not really playing a game that I'm super interested in right now, and then I stopped checking out their channel, and I don't know if they have uploaded something that I'd be more interested in. Um, but yeah, I guess just kind of in general, like most of my taste in um like entertainment in general. Um, I want something that like is silly and engaging, but also isn't just like a baby sensory video. Which if I know depending on who you on like some of those people that I just listed, you might be thinking like, oh, well, yeah, those are just baby sensory videos for adults. Um, I I kind of see what you mean because like I don't want to say like Markiplier is, but yeah, I kinda. Um, and like you could also say Doug is a bit, or who else am I thinking of? Um, um, shit, I don't remember who else I was thinking of with that. Uh, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I guess as I just entirely lost my train of thought there. What the fuck? Um, but yeah, I mean, like you could say that about some of them. Um, there's the fucking train. Um, but I feel like most of the people that I watch at least try to make like content that isn't just like, oh, just sit down and watch something that's just a bunch of bright lights and colors. Um, which I find that engages my uh like ADHD rattled brain more effectively than just the um kind of like random bullshit that sometimes gets uploaded. Um, which I will also say that's not me calling out people because I'm not big enough to do call outs yet. Uh, but also like it's all in the game. I'm not gonna talk shit on someone because it's like I don't believe in doing content creation in the same way. The only exception that I have is something that I actually started to hate because I guess mostly because Critical told me to. Is is the prank channels. Like, I can't stand shit like that. So um, yeah, this like really base level content like that is just that's the stuff that I can't uh engage with or like really get interested in or really really long uh very dry things I can't really get involved with. And I know you might be thinking like, oh, well, isn't that you? And I thanks for telling me that I'm not funny. uh but yeah, I try to be a lot more like dynamic and not very dry. Like I try to make my content at least like kind of funny sometimes. Um, so that it's at least a little bit entertaining to actually listen to, especially like some of the darker topics. Um, but I also feel like sharing like some of my like content creator inspirations and stuff like really shows the kind of humor that I'm going for and like the kind of humor that I have because like I think you can probably tell from knowing that I'm a fan of Markiplier and like Doug and seeing the kind of like jokes I make in episodes and also knowing that I'm a fan of like podcast creators like Dan Cummins or like Will and Brian on the Dungeon Cast and stuff. I'm sure that like makes it very clear where some of my inspirations lie, and like where some of the jokes that I tell comes from, and like my kind of humor that I bring. Um, so I I guess it's just kind of nice to share some of my inspirations. Um, just some of the content that I watch. Yeah, and I think I don't want to throw shade at the people I don't watch. It doesn't hit my Nero spiciness, as my girlfriend would say, in exactly the right way for it to be entertaining to me. Um, it's also kind of the same deal with like again network TV or like some of the classic animes that people have told me that I should check out. Like I can't really get into a lot of the '90s anime, and I don't know why. Um, and it's not like because it's garbage, because like I watched '90s anime when I was a kid. It's like I don't know why I have a hard time like getting into it. Um, but um, yeah, yeah. The things I can't do again are just like network TV, older anime, and like some of like the really base uh like internet stuff. But, like again, besides that, like I'm kind of a sponge. I'll watch just about anything. Sorry, I am trying to work on multiple things at once because I have like other uploads that I'm also trying to do. I think me taking on multiple projects really was inspired by like that kind of like watching pattern because I just jump around things all the time and my interests are always changing. Um, so it makes it kind of difficult to stick to a single topic for very long, which is really good. Uh, considering like um considering the I guess kind of like random ish topics I have every couple of weeks. Because I usually do try to stick to a little bit of a theme between weeks, or like I end up jumping into a theme between weeks, or like I'll try to have like my nerd episode mirror my normal weight hat episode sometimes, or vice versa. Um, yeah, I guess it kind of complements each other. I really thought this one would be like one of the longer ones. Apparently, it's not because I realized like, wow, I'm a boring bitch. I don't watch I don't watch a lot of different stuff. I watch like the same 5 or 6 people on YouTube. I watch the same things on Dropout. My anime suggestions are literally the exact same as the last time. So yeah, I guess that's it. Um, if you enjoyed hearing me ramble a little bit, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, again, leave suggestions. Follow me on Twitter. Also, send me an email at waytappods@gmail.com. All of that content creator stuff, all the content brain stuff. And also, do make sure to check out my podcasts because those are actually scripted and have a little bit more of a better flow to them. This upcoming week, I should be dropping an episode on fallacies for Waytat. And then on Waytat Nerd, we're talking about canon. So look forward to those, and I hope to see you listen in. Have a good night.